This looks amazing. Can you show me how to do this at home?
Yeah, absolutely. Embracing your natural curl, it's not that hard. I'd be happy to show you. The foundation of any good curl is a product. And when we want to teach our guests at home how to do the product, we want them to come to us, the salon professional. So many times you get a distraction of products that are introduced to you, but you really don't know and you're confused. So the main place to go would be your own stylist, the professional. And that's why here at Listen, we have a great grouping of products that you could use that's both easy to use and affordable. So the first product we're going to start with is All You Need Styling Elixir. Depending on the density and the thickness of the hair is going to really determine the amount of product that you have to put on the hair. The great thing about Elixir is that it really is not going to build up when you use it. So when you take the All You Need Styling Elixir, you want to show your guest. And we're going to get it pumped onto the hair. It seems like a lot. That was about 5 or 6 pumps, but you want them to take the hair, you go ahead, mix it through, and you want to distribute. First thing you want to do, though, is make sure, just like Bethy did, is you're going to apply through the mid-strand and the ends. If we go to the top and you apply it, you can get a little bit of buildup on that as far as the product being a little heavier sitting on the top. So you want to make sure even distribution is part of the application. How's that going? How's it feel?
Feels great.
Yeah, doesn't feel too heavy.
Not sticky?
Not sticky at all. After you get that work through, depending on the amount of moisture that your hair needs, we also like to use Perfect Finish oil. You want to take the Perfect Finish hair and body oil and work that through the hair. Again, going to build up, and the great part is after you use it, you can actually work it through your hands and let it dissipate the rest of the way out. Also part of a good foundation on the curl is to make sure that you start with the hair adequately wet. If you sit around, walk around the house, and you're going to let it dry, that curl that you get, it's not going to be quite as strong. You want to start with it a little bit more on the wet side. That way, the curl has more time to develop. Gravity is going to pull the hair down, not allowing the curl to curl like it should. So when you start with a wetter foundation, you're going to get more curl. After the products are applied, you want to use Restyle Flexible Styling Mist. This is going to be used kind of as a casting agent. When you're utilizing this in the hair, this is going to help set and give the hair a little bit of memory. It's going to get a little firm, but that firmness is the foundation that's going to keep the curl lasting. So you can apply a little extra heavy with this. Go ahead. Notice how she's moving it from side to side. She's not just concentrating on the front, she's really working that into the hair. The great thing about Restyle Flexible Styling Mist is it really just disperses nice. So you're going to get great coverage on the hair no matter where you spray. The thing is, we want to let the diffuser do the work for the hair. We want to let this little cup, which is designed specifically to help curly hair, do the work instead of messing up the hair with our hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to have, lean your head forward for me. And what we want to do is you want less is more. You want to turn it on to medium to low heat. And then you want them to place the hair within the cup and just let it set. Usually I do a 3, 4, 5 second count, bring it down, and adjust again. I like to start with the front if you want to see a little bit more volume. If you need a little bit more curl help in the back, then you start in the back. Either way, where you want the most volume and curl, that's the place that you want to start. At this point, you want to maybe go with a front, side, back routine with your guests. I'm going to hand this to you, Bethy. And then I always say, just go in with really light hands as you're doing this. Really just kind of go in, bring the other hand around, lift, and let it set. Nice thing is, for a lot of moms who don't know how to embrace the curl in the morning, or your students that are really running late, they can spend a minimum amount of time doing their hair with a maximum look that they're gonna get. How's that feeling? Nice and easy?
Yeah.
Flip it over to the side for me. And let's get a little diffusing over here on the side. Sometimes during this process, you might get a little flyaways in the hair. You can always go back in with a little bit of the Restyle Flexible Styling Mist and re-wet that area just to kind of give it a little bit more memory. So as you're going through, you can keep reapplying. So if you notice, the drier her hair is getting, she's getting that volume. And she's also actually able to handle it a little bit more. One thing you want to keep in mind is when you see each of these curls, they're predestined to be together. But if you don't use the product to help define the curl, that's where you're going to get the frizz and the flyaway. So the more you handle it when there's no product in it, the fuzzier the hair can be. So now that the product has done its work, you've got some great defined curl. At this point, when you're at home or whether you're in the salon, you want to take a step back, take a look at the hair, and take a look at the definition of the curl. You see we've got great curl, we have no flyaways, and we have softness. But at this point, we're going to add just a little bit more. So we want to take a little bit more of the Perfect Finish hair and body oil, and you want to take about a pump and a half, again, depending on the texture and density of the hair. You want to work it through, and now this is the fun part. We want to break apart all those curls. And because we have the hair and body oil on our hands, it's going to decrease the amount of flyaways and give the softness and curl that we're looking for. I'm going to give you just a little bit to try for yourself. Always remember, whether you're at home or you're in the salon, getting our guest or even taking advantage and doing it ourselves is a big part of it. So we really just want to get in there, utilize the product. How does it feel?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's very soft.
Yeah. We're not getting any buildup, and we're getting some nice hold and humidity control.
Wow, Nick was right. I can do this at home.
It is just that easy. At the end of the day, it's important to learn from your Listen salon professional.